everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the 42-year-old, six-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady and the New England Patriots as they match up with the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news at Paul Brown Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The infield to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Andy Dalton set to lead out this Bengals offense at the controls for the 9th year. The man out of TCU.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And Eifert has it. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, 30, 20.
Sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually a scheme that got the ball blocked. But I know one thing. The special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it.
And on that, he can take the pats on the back because once you get the block, everything that happens from there is really controlled chaos. And you try and control it through... practice, through your teaching, and understand. Expect to get the block, and once we do, this is how we respond.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
is fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill? Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
That's what they call us.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Midfield just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Dalton, 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Passing, it's Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib.
That's a pick, boy. That's a pick. Going the other way.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
After one, it's 9-0. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On 2nd down, Peterson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety, so you know if you throw the ball. To the outside part of the field. Kelp is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out.
And caught by Cooper for a New England touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 17th touchdown now on this.
Mike, 53. Mike. I got him.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Dalton here from the gun. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One set.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Peterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, check it.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. That's caught inside the 20.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you are hands so often because that could be the make or break difference on a play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I think if you...
Plays it hot. 18.
Check. 53's Mike.
So we got man. Plays up. Plays it hot.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got and now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. He'll find Harry on the right side. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Andy Dalton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Bullock's kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because
shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
I got it.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I got you.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Dalton, he's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Back now in Cincinnati. Now Dalton. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Hey, Alabama. 380. Heavy on the edges. 72.
On first down, Blunt. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A gain of 3, second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play action. Now it's Brady. Got his man. That's Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
57, Mike 57.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, New England. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. From the gun, it's Brady.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton, caught, Eifert over the middle. And it's a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
Watch tight. Watch tight.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert. And it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
Obviously, something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 9th. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady gives now to Blount. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
Y'all playing wrong football.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. He lets this one fly toward the... And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Brady going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a carry for Blunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody don't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Take left. Out. 3 down.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
It's do or die for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.